When working with children, there is a greater importance which needs to be laid on observation than on probing. These are the words of Dr. Maria Montessori. Hi, welcome to another episode in the series of Montessori parenting, and here I will be talking about the power and the magic of observation. If you're a Montessori parent or have heard or read about the Montessori methodology, you must have at least heard about the power of observation and how much observation is encouraged in the Montessori context. But what exactly is observing? How does observation work? Is it just a word? Is it just a fancy word that we use in our day to day life as Montessori educators? Well, not so much. Actually, as a Montessori parent, there's no better way to start Montessori methodology and following Montessori at home than by stepping in an observing mode and seeing the beauty by which your child unfolds and grows every single day. So much is there to understand and to learn from this beautiful being who's there around us. And if we take our time and we observe, it is pure magic, and we learn so much from them. Yes, observation is great. Yes, it is needed. But how is it to be done, and what is observation? And what is to be observed? So, see, there to each one their own. If you ask a Montessori educator, really to each one their own. But what I truly believe and I have been following is that I try to take out some time from so if we have a 4-hour work day, I try to take out some time during that day, 10-15 minutes, at least on a daily basis. I try to do it on a daily basis and observe. I sit in one corner or I stand in a corner where I can be a little invisible, but the children are visible from where I'm sitting. There, I choose a time where there is less commotion and children are busy with their work and their activities, preferably. And I choose a time where I don't have any meetings or anything because I don't want to get distracted within those 15-20 minutes of the time that I choose to observe. And you sit in a corner, you have a notepad or pencil with you, and you note things that you see. Be it a group of children working with you or one child if you're working with your child at home. And when you see these notes, when you keep these notes or take these notes on a daily basis, you see how the child is developing. His or her preferences become clear. His or her way of working becomes clear. His or her inclination towards a particular environment, presentation, or a particular material, becomes clear. So those are the things which we as educators, and now as I'm talking to you as a parent, it is very important for us to understand, to help the child in his or her journey as he or she develops from an infant to the next stage of development. Right? Try and be so when we observe, at least we are required to be completely bias free. We need to keep our opinions at bay when we are observing, and we need to be very objective about what we are seeing and try to take notes of what we are seeing rather than what we understand of what is happening, right? So later we can try and see how those notes on a daily basis are connecting and is there any common thread between them. But while we are taking notes, we try to be as objective as possible, and we try to observe these children with as much of an open mind as possible. Focus on what is happening rather than what it means, right? So again, the next very obvious question is what to observe. Anything that the child is doing which you think has to be noted down. Whether it's a preference, it's an ability, it's an interest, it's about a child inability to do something on the previous day and he being able to do it, that activity today. It's about not being interested a couple of days back and interested today. It's about a fascinating discovery that the child has made. Observe those little things down. I also observe gestures, the kind gestures that a child is doing towards another child. But that's when you work in a classroom setup. You can, when you're working with your own child, you can have how he or she is interacting with friends, with other members of the family. So observation is not just related to academics. It's complete overall development of the child. So we need to observe anything that holds our interest, anything which we see is different from what has been happening over the past few days. And then we try to join the dots when we see the observation over a period of time, when we see our notes over a period of time. So that's how really observation works. I've told you about how to observe a little bit, what to observe a little bit, and why is it important. An observation, a summary about a child which is absolutely judgment and bias free, is a great tool for us as an educator and for you as a parent as well, to understand, as I mentioned, his or her ability, development patterns, interests, preferences, for us to make plans for the future, for us to appreciate the child that he or she is right now, and for us to also be happy about how he or she has grown from a little infant to a little toddler or preschooler and to a big child. So it helps us a lot in our in us helping the child in his or her journey, right? Follow the child. That's a very Montessori concept. And by observing, we are actually following the child, because we are developing his or her development plan or education plan, if you want to say it, basis on his individual development. That is the power of observation. These concepts that I'm talking about are so beautiful, and I can talk and talk and talk about it, but due to paucity of time, due to this format doesn't give me the opportunity to discuss in detail and keep telling you about it. If you have any questions though, do drop in a message, do drop in an email at connect@parentingwithfalak.in, and I will be more than happy to help. Hi, my name is Falak. I am a passionate Montessori educator, a parent coach, a happiness and wellness coach. And this is where you find me. This is my channel. Do subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want to know of all the future videos that are in store for you. And we have some amazing workshops coming us. Do go onto my Facebook page. The link is in the description box below. Go onto my Facebook page and see the details of the workshop. I am also so happy to be a part of this amazing group called 5 Awesome Coaches. I have linked that also in the description box below. We are offering a complimentary coaching session, just a way of giving it back to the amazing world that we live in. And we have a team of 5 amazing coaches. There are sales coach, growth aligners, parent coach, wellness coach, life coaches, and all of us are trained, experienced, and extremely amazing coaches, awesome coaches. So do check that out as well, and don't miss out an opportunity of a complimentary session. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great week ahead, and hope you have lots of happy moments, complete healthy moments, and keep rethinking parenting. I'll keep on talking about Montessori and how Montessori parenting works. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.